it's me, Kelly. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we are going to be doing my July wrap-up. Now, July was an okay reading month. I kind of fell into a slump midway through July just because the books I was reading weren't holding my attention that well, which is fine. I'm not gonna find a 5-star in every month, but it definitely made my reading progress slow down, and I'm still kind of recovering from it. I'm trying to find some good books that I really enjoy. So July kind of was a slow month for me. Typically on my TBRs, I put 6 books on my TBR and I read 4 out of the 6, which is great. More than 50% of them were read. But the average rating for them was around a 3.5 star for all 4 books, which is not very good. I don't think I've read a 4-star book this month. This might be my lowest reading month, like average out. That'd be something I'd want to get into. Out of the 4 books, the genres I read were 2 thriller mystery, 1 YA fantasy sci-fi, and then 1 cowboy romance. And a little, I guess, addition is I read 2 standalone books and 2 series starters, which I will talk about if I would continue this series or not. Let's get into the 4 books I read in the month of July. The first book I read was Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins. This is a tropical thriller with like a slow burn mystery that goes throughout the whole book, and I loved the setting. It's at a like not abandoned island, but like a deserted island type deal, and you have 6 people on this island and there's secrets and things going on, and throughout the whole book I'm like on the edge of my seat. Like, it did read pretty quickly, like I didn't have any problem with the pacing. The only thing was my like guess of what was going on was not what happened in the book. I thought they were going to lean more towards like cannibalism, which that is not a spoiler. It's literally on the back. It says the island is a desolate spot in the middle of the Pacific Ocean with a mysterious history of shipwrecks, cannibalism, and even rumors of murder. So like I thought they were going to dive more into, you know, like cannibalism or just like something creepy going on the island, and in the end it wasn't what I wanted. Like I said, the twists were not twisty enough, and like the ending just didn't do it for me. But I did rate this a 3.75. I was gonna say 3.75. This was the highest book on my monthly wrap-up, so I liked it. It was fast-paced. I will definitely have to read another Rachel Hawkins book because I liked her writing. It was just not what I thought was going to happen, but I did enjoy it. Next book I read was Cinder by Marissa Meyer. This is a sci-fi retelling of Cinderella, obviously, if you can't tell from the title and the picture, but I really love like any sort of princess retelling. I am a Disney adult at heart for sure, but this was really fun because it made Cinderella a cyborg, so she's like half human, half robot. Like, it kind of was pretty cool. Like, I don't really read much sci-fi, so this was really interesting to read. I did enjoy the world building. It did set up for the series, which I know is called the Lunar Chronicles. It just seemed like a lot of world building of like figuring out characters and like how the series is going to continue. I thought it was okay. Again, whenever reading like Disney retellings or princess retellings, I always have that like the movie playing in my mind as I'm reading, so it definitely doesn't like follow the movie exactly. It has its own twist because of the like futuristic sci-fi addition to the story. But I don't know if I would continue the series. I forget what's the next one. Scarlet, which is like isn't it like Red Riding Hood retelling? I love the idea of retelling, so I might, if I ever see it out in the wild and it's for a good price, maybe pick it up. So I'm not like, no, I'm not going to continue the series, but like I could if I wanted to. I'm not opposed to it. So I enjoyed it. The romance in this wasn't like the best. Again, it's a YA sci-fi. You're mostly getting sci-fi-ish stuff in here more than romance, or like that Cinderella romance basically. But I rated this a 3.5. I did really enjoy it. I liked it. It just seemed a little bit too long for my liking and kind of put me in a slump. Like, how long is this book? It's almost 400 pages. I feel like maybe not, since it's fantasy sci-fi. Usually they're around 400 pages. For me, a little long. I got a little bored. Again, could be because it's YA and I'm like, But would I continue the series? Yes. Is it my top priority? No. So this is why I got a 3.5. The next book I read, I actually don't have a physical copy. It is on my e-reader. It is called Holding the Reins by Paisley Hope. And I've seen her books kind of be popularized. I know it's a cowboy romance, and I think my friend actually picked this book up because we were interested that the main male character was part cowboy, part hockey player. Like, he played hockey, but now he lives on a ranch type deal, and we were like, wow, two things that we love, hockey players and cowboys. So like right then and there I was like, this gotta be good. It's a very short cowboy romance book, or western romance book, whatever you want to call it. It was pretty easy to read. The only thing I did not like is there was just pages and pages of them doing it. Like, not even gonna cover it up because like I don't need that many spice scenes in a book. Like, I love reading romance books and I'm okay with a little bit of spice, but I'm not okay when it's pages and pages long and like multiple chapters where I'm like, oh my gosh, they're doing it again. Like, it got to the point where I had to like skip because I was like, there's no plot. Like, they're just constantly sleeping with each other. Which is fine, but it's like, I don't know if I was just not in the mood for it or it just wasn't written well. That was my biggest complaint about this book. I loved the idea, it's just the execution was not the best. But if you're like into that, where you're like, I want something that's quick and spicy and romantic and yeah, all that, if I'm preaching to the choir right now, this might be a good book for you. But I rated this 3 stars just because I just was not into the spice. Again, I don't want to read pages and pages and pages of it and then have one chapter that's like 2 pages about the plot and then the next chapter of them just 10 pages of them just sleeping together and then going back and forth. It was just a lot. So I rated this 3 stars. It is a series. I don't know if I'd continue the series just because of that writing. Maybe it got better throughout the series. Who knows? If you've read it, let me know. But yeah, 3 stars for Holding the Reins by Paisley Hope. And the last book that I read this month is Finley Donovan is Killing It by Elle Casamano. This is the other thriller mystery book that I read, and I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. This one was super entertaining. It starts off with like this one line, which I think pulled me in. It's a widely known fact that most moms are ready to kill someone by 8:30 a.m. on any given morning, which I was like, oh, what? That pulled me in. It's a kind of mystery, but also comedy. There's a lot of humorous aspects in the book. And basically, she's a mom, she's trying to make some money, and people mistake her as a hitman, basically. And I loved it. It was like an accidental hitman plot, to be honest, and I liked it a lot. It definitely read pretty quick for me, even though I was kind of slumping after reading Holding on the Reins. Because I was just spiced out. I liked how the author threw in just this like action plot into it of like, okay, there's a little bit of like this crime that's happening in the real life, and she gets herself involved with it. And I don't know, I really loved it just because I've been on this like true crime kick, so this definitely was something that I enjoyed reading right now, and I definitely will want to read. Is this part of a series? I think so, because it says here don't miss the audiobook of Finley Donovan Knocks Them Dead, but I'm pretty sure I've seen other books by this author that has to do with Finley Donovan, and I know this one kind of ends off on a cliffhanger, so I would not be opposed to reading more from this like world or series. So I rated this a 3.5 just because it wasn't quite better than Reckless Girls. I think that one I read faster because I was more interested, but I did really enjoy this one this month as well. I think I just need that mystery thriller vibe. Like, those books are just so easy to read, fast paced, and like the twists and turns are so fun. So yeah, so that was Finley Donovan is killing it. And unfortunately, the two books that I did not get to this month, which I'm kind of upset about one, but I did not read Stealing Home by Grace Riley and Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. This I need to read. Like, I feel like reading a Kristen Hanna book is like a must-do sometime this year, so I have to read this at some point. So hopefully in the near future I read this. This one, not really sure. After reading Holding the Reins, I was like, this might be another like spicy book that I just don't want to read right now, so I just put that off to the side. So those are the two books I did not read. Alright, so here are the 3 physical books plus the 1 ebook that I read this month. If you read any of these, let me know your thoughts, or tell me what books you read in the month of July. I'd love to know and maybe get some recommendations for future months. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also make sure you subscribe. I post videos once a week, whether it's book related content like this, lifestyle, vlogs, kind of whatever I'm in the mood for. So if you are liking what you are seeing, you should go ahead and subscribe. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye!